If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. BTB Savage mother has came out, and I'm talking about listen, she ain't playing no games, and she is exposing the people that ran up in his house and robbed him after he laid on the concrete dying. Check it out. Now, as y'all can see by that post right there, she's letting it be known that, hey, the guys that set my son up is acting like they love my son. The guys that set my son up is frauds. Everybody frauds. And she said that they are on her list. Now, I understand the anger, you know what I'm saying? And hey, she has a right to put whoever she want to put on her list. You know what I mean? She's a mother. She's upset and things like that. All I would say is this right here. You have a right to be angry. You have a right to be mad and to be putting people on your list and stuff like that. But just be ready. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to be 100. Just be ready. I understand that you was in the military and all that, sister, but at the same time, you putting people on your list, and we can only interpret that one type of way. So just be ready. You know what I mean? And being that you was in the military, I believe that you should be ready. Now, let's get into this demonstration though. Now, after she did that, right? Or no, when she posted that, she tagged somebody. Right? She tagged the video, and I'm about to show y'all the video that she tagged, right? Now, in this video, you're going to see one person out of everybody constantly, hugging BTB Savage. He's showing this video constantly hugging BTB Savage. Now, the thing about the whole video is this right here. This person posted this video and kind of like trying to show some love, like she say. Trying to like show like some, hey, look, this was my guy, man. I miss him. I wish he was here. All that old type of stuff. But the mother is saying that, nah, you fraud, and you acting like you love my son, and you on the list because you are one of them peoples that deceives my son, and you are one of them peoples that did something foul. Check it out. So as y'all can see, like, she ain't playing no games, right? Now, in that clip right there, she did not specifically like point out anyone. She just said, hey, these guys are acting like they love my son, so we got to keep it 100. But in another one though, she clearly points out like, this right here is the man. He's one of the producers, you know what I'm saying? And she's showing his face and all that. And I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to show y'all all that, right? Now, but before I get into all that, I need y'all to chill with me just for one moment, right? I got some promo that I got to do. Listen, if you are into jewelry, fine jewelry, precious metals, gold, silver, platinum, diamonds, rubies, and all that old type of stuff, I need y'all to go online and connect with the jeweler Tracks NYC. Check it out.
I'm inviting you to shop on TracksMyT.com. You're gonna find this monster 3-kilo Cuban and 1-kilo bracelet, but we also got our team you could live chat with, you could DM, and I stand behind every transaction personally. This is a sample of every available cut to make the perfect engagement ring. This Pharaoh head from our site is created with a secret compartment that has the skull, but if you don't like skulls, you pour in green sapphires and you get an alien. You want to be put on to the watch business and how it really works. First and foremost, right, there's about $30 million, $20 million worth of watches right here easily. We've got the vendors, we've got the jewelry, we've got the watches, and we've got the right way to handle business. The proof is in all around me right here. All right, 64 West 47th Street, or shop TracksMyT.com and live chat. And we're not going to sit here and try to finagle a deal so I could stuff my pockets. We're going to do business and we're going to plug you in. When you walk through the door, these people are here to help you. They're not greedy, I'm not greedy. And that's the most important thing. The most important word is not Rolex or Patek Philippe. It's greed. Watch out.
Now, as y'all can see, listen to me, y'all. I'm putting y'all in tune with a plug. I don't care where you at in the United States of America. If you buying jewelry, you dealing with the middleman. You're not dealing with the plug. So if you want those plug prices, y'all know what the plug gonna give it to you on the low. If y'all want the plug prices, we are in a new day and age right now. I'm encouraging y'all to call the number that you've seen. I'm encouraging y'all to get online and get your plug for your jewelry. Now, let's get back into this demonstration. Now, this is my thing right here, right? Being that the mother is putting all this information out about the people that deceived their son. We got to understand something, y'all. She has not accused the guys that robbed him of killing him. Let's keep it 100, right? She has not accused Omar Richardson's family of killing BTB Savage. She ain't did that. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Because there's an investigation that's still ongoing. So she's not going to interrupt the investigation. But as far as pointing them out, you know what I'm saying? And letting them know that, hey, look, I see y'all and I know what y'all about. Y'all dirty, y'all backdoorish. She letting all that be out there. But she has not accused anybody. However, though, one thing that we do, because we hood educated, not lane related, we dig a little deeper and we try to figure this thing out. Even though she didn't accuse nobody, she is putting it out there that his friends was there watching him as he lied on the concrete dying. Now, the cold-blooded part about all that is this right here, y'all. This, after, thinking about it, this is what I came to. If I seen one of my homeboys laying down on the concrete dying like that, I'm calling the ambulance, the fire department, the police, everybody. Hey, this is my partner. He shot up. He needs some help. His friends ain't do that. And that's the thing right there that make me question his friends. They did not call for no help whatsoever. And not only that though, how did his friends know that quick where and when BTB Savage was shot and killed? Now I know some of y'all saying, hey, hood educated, when my friend got, shot and killed, man, somebody called me and we pulled up and we was at the murder scene and all that, and that's understandable. But 9 times out of 10, right, it always takes, when stuff like that happen, it always be 2 or more people where somebody survived, where they can call and put the call out and say, hey man, the brother just got shot over here, man. We was riding in the car and they pulled up on us and they did this, that, and the other. BTB Savage was alone. BTB Savage was alone in the neighborhood where I'm talking about. He was living in the Airbnb, so it wasn't like people knew him. Y'all see what I'm saying? It wasn't like people in the environment knew him to the point where they could say, hey man, BTB Savage just got killed over here. There was no one there to call somebody, to call the homies and all that, to say, hey man, check it out. The brother just got killed. He just got shot. So my question is, how did they know? How did they know that quick to get on the scene of the crime and record? And what was the recording for? Was this to get evidence to show to whoever, hey, look, he did? What was it about? Why would you go to a crime scene and record your friend laying on the ground dying? That just didn't sit well with me. To me, it's all about, location. It's all about when and where. You know what I mean? Like, how did they know all this that quick? Now, I got to understand this right here, y'all. And I hope y'all ride with me on this. But I believe that if his friends was evil enough, envious enough, jealous enough to go inside his apartment and rob him of his money, jewelry, clothing, equipment, that for the right price, they'll backdoor him. Because we got to understand, if they was jealous about the money, they was envious of his money, then if you come up with the right price, they'll put him on the plate. And what I mean by put him on the plate, I mean that they would set him up to be killed. Because if it's all about the money like that, and I'm talking about, man, people are greedy. People do so much strange things for some money. Y'all, I'm telling you, it'll blow y'all mind. You know what I mean? And like I say, for them to do him like that, who is to say? If somebody, came through and said, hey, man, look, we need this. We need him. Here, this we gonna give y'all. Y'all know what I mean? Because obviously they ain't to be trusted. And they ain't love him the way that he possibly loved them. They wasn't friends like that. Because we got to ask ourselves, right? Like, who has access to his location? Who has access to his car, the color of the car? Who has access to his movements other than people he trusted? We got to understand something, y'all. Let's be 100 here. When people are trying to kill people and stuff like that, the way that they did BTB Savage, that wasn't no spare the moment. Oh, look, we just sent them. There you go right there. That wasn't that type of thing. Because if it was that, they would have shot him a long time ago somewhere else. That man almost made it to his crib, his Airbnb. He almost made it there. And then they jumped out and got with him. But my thing is, how did the killers know all of his information like that? How? Somebody had to tell him. That's how. That's how. It's just that simple. Somebody had to tell him. And the question is, who told him? Who had motive to tell him? And his friends was looking real suspicious to me. But let's dig a little deeper, right? Because we got to understand something, that he was a certified scammer and that he did not shy away from letting the world know that he was a scammer. Now, if you hood educated and you been in them streets and you done dealt with scammers and stuff like that, you would understand that, man. Look, scammers, bruh, come on, man. Scammers are runoff artists. Like, scammers, they betray so many peoples, man. I'm talking about they do so much cutthroat stuff that you would just be like, hey, man, and I'm talking about, listen, they running off with thousands and thousands of dollars. This is what scammers do, y'all. One of the plays that they run on people. A scammer would tell you to come with your account or with somebody else's account, and you'll come with that information. They'll tell you, look, I'm gonna drop 50,000 in there. We gonna split it, 25-25. Or to even make it sweet, I'm gonna drop 50,000 in there. You take 30, I'm gonna take 20. You like, bet. They drop it in there. You see $50,000 in your account. The scammers tell you, don't touch it yet. Hold on, be cool. Just only take 5,000 out, or just take 1,200 out. Something like that. Right? Now, once you take that out, you believing in your mind that, hey, this is legit. I'm finna get this money. In your mind, you thinking, I got $30,000. I'm finna buy this. I'm finna do this. I'm finna do that. The next couple of days, you go to that account, ain't nothing in there. Nothing. It's bone dry. You get on the phone. Hold on, man. What happened? You called the scam dude. His phone changed. You go to where you was talking to him at on the internet. All that's changed. You can't even contact him no more. He don't even want to talk to you no more. So now you done been scammed. And now he done ran off with all your money, and now you in a predicament. Now you in a situation where you got to pay these people back all this money, or you end up going to jail all because of somebody scammed you. And next time you see him, he on the internet like this here. Money all up to here, and throwing it on strippers and all type of stuff, showing all the clothes he done bought with your money and everything. So we got to understand something, like scammers do that a lot, and people will kill you behind their money. People will kill you if you betray them. People will kill you for scamming them. Scammers, like I say, they run off artists. They run off on their plugs, they drug deals. They just, listen, they think they smarter than everybody. No disrespect to BTB Savage, but I'm just saying from my experience and what I know from the hood, they think they smarter than everybody, and I'm telling you, they gonna run off. It don't matter. The plug, drugs, your money, they just gonna run off. Now, being that scammers are this deceptive, they always are elusive. And what I mean by that is that scammers, they change their cars, they change their location. I'm talking about on a regular. Because they done did so much dirt to so many people, they don't know where it's gonna come from. So they location, scammers are not staying in one place. They going to hotel to hotel, Airbnb to Airbnb, this car to that car, That's just how they do things, because they understand they done scammed too many people. Now, is it possible that he scammed the wrong person? Is it possible that he ran off with the wrong person's stuff? Yeah, it's possible. Because the way they did him, it wasn't no talking. You would think that somebody would want to rob him or something like that. No. They wanted his life. They didn't want none of that money. They didn't want none of that jewelry. They wanted his life for something that he did. Now, allow me to show y'all. This person right here that she put out there, the producer D, everybody talking about the producer D. She actually put him out there, put his face out there so that the world can see that this is one of the people that robbed her son after he died. Check it out. Now, as y'all can see, right, this is somebody that was close with this young man. This is somebody that was cool with BTB to the point where he had him all on the, dirty glove bastard off the porch, he had him all on, in interviews with him and everything, man. Like, this was his homeboy. That's what I be trying to tell you young brothers, man, period. Anybody that's in that criminal lifestyle, understand, man, that there's no love there. It's not no loyalty. It's not no honor. If they loved him and they had any type of loyalty to him, the last thing on their mind would have been, oh, he did, let's go run up in his apartment and take all his stuff. That would have been the last thing on his mind. If they really had love and compassion for him, they were supposed to call his mama like, hey, look, mama, we got the keys to the house. We ain't gonna touch none, you know what I'm saying? Until you come down here, we gonna give you these keys. We was in the game with them, so the money hidden over here, the jewelry over there, the guns over here, the drugs over there, you know what I'm saying? This is everything, we ain't gonna touch nothing. We waiting on you to get down here so that you can secure the spot. They ain't do that. And these are the people that y'all clicking up with. These are the people that y'all to myself, man, this my boy, this my homie. Nah, man, you ain't. When you in that criminal life, those are not real relationships. Those are not real relationships. Those right there is y'all doing something because y'all benefiting off each other. You got my back, I got your back. But once one of y'all gone, it's over with. We find another one. So I encourage you young brothers, and some of you classic brothers, man, get out the way and leave that lifestyle alone. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. Before I depart, allow me to give a shout out to a couple of blessings that I received this week. Let me give a shout out to Phyllis Asen for the $5 cash app. Appreciate that, Phyllis. Let me give a shout out to Sharon Boti for the $20 cash app. I appreciate that, Sharon. Let me give a shout out to TracksNYC.com for the $500 cash app. I really appreciate that, TracksNYC.com. Man, y'all go and get y'all jewelry from them peoples, man. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love. Y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, y'all already know what to do. Hit that subscribe. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, give me a like. And if you're feeling generous, make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.